Wanted Weapons of Fate. It's a third-person shooter game for the Xbox 360 and the PS3 and the PC. It is based off of the comic book series and the movie of the same name, and it aimed to bring the great stylish action that you saw and loved in the comic book series and in the film, and wanted to translate it into a video game, which I always thought was such a great idea. Because from the get go of watching that movie, I was looking down at my hands like, where's the fucking controller, man? It was built to be a video game. And now that we finally get the final product of an actual game, I almost feel a little bit disappointed, but it gave me everything that I wanted it to, so I can't really bitch too much, I suppose. The game does throw in all the great bullet curving aspects that I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't be able to pull it off quite as well, because it always looks so bad in trailers, but it's actually pretty good. All you gotta do is hold your right bumper, and it'll bring up a little arc, and you just adjust it until it's white, and let go of the button, and there's your bullet time. And it also has the standard slow down time bullshit that you see in Max Payne, and all this runs off of the adrenaline gauge. And the adrenaline gauge is kept high by you just killing people in different ways. Headshots will score you 1 adrenaline, and knifing people in close quarters will score you 2. Which I should also bring up that the knife is your best friend in this game. The knife, get up close to him, it's an instant kill. It all looks fine and dandy and a little bit brutal, but I was a little bit disappointed at the animations because it always seems like I don't know if it was compensating, but it just felt like the frame just stopped, and it looked kind of bad in the process. I would rather it go with the rest of the action and be really fast paced. And maybe I'm just nitpicking because I'm such a huge fan of the movie and all of its great action sequences. Now, the graphics in the game are okay. They're okay at best, and that's all I could really say about it. The textures on the characters all look terrible. But if for every time I saw something that it looked like it would totally disgust me, I saw something else like a great explosion that just looked amazing, that made me just kind of come back on a level where, okay, it's okay. Now, another thing I should say that this game really excels at is its presentation. Its presentation is just superb. It really brings you into this universe of Wanted that you didn't really get that type of feeling whenever you were watching the movie. And it's more a great insight to the people who have read the comic book series. I think if you haven't read the comics or you haven't seen the movie, this is not your game. In all honesty, it's not. It's it's a game for fan service. I mean, they bring in Wesley's killer suit that his dad wore. It it just goes a lot more into the backstory, and it's just great fan service. I'm glad to see that developers still do that now. And overall, the game, I really enjoyed it while I was playing it, but I popped in the game, beat it in 4.5 hours. There is a few unlockable things to do and an extra difficulty level, but I really don't know if I'm compelled to even play it anymore. But overall, it's a great game. I would definitely recommend it for a rental. I cannot recommend this game for a buy because it just doesn't have enough replay value to keep you coming back for more over and over. I think I'll go ahead and give this game a 7 out of 10 because I really did enjoy it. And while it did have a couple of its flaws, it was just one hell of a ride while I was playing it.